Now watch this very carefully if you are trading crypto. Well, as you know, crypto nowadays offers endless opportunities to make or lose money. For instance, you could buy and hold crypto, you could trade crypto futures, and there are many ways how you could actually trade it with additional tools such as perpetual futures trading, trading bots, trading staking, copy trading, and whatnot. And as you might know, Bitget is probably the best exchange if you want to have automated trading strategies. And that means if you want to have trading with your hands off, you might have to start there and explore for trading opportunities there. And here I have done heavy legwork for you. And as you know, I have made quite thorough research in trading bots within Bitget to see are they of any use. And now my quest continues, and I will show you what I just have got. So let's dig into crypto trading bots with Bitget and let's start to see how much money have they actually made. Okay traders, now we are at Bitget. So if you want to trade, let's go to simple trade dashboard, go to bots and see, always remember, press futures bots, and let's see what are their strategies and what actually they are offering us. So as you know, I'm not particularly big fan of margin trading strategies. So for me, first things first, these are grid strategies which in simple terms makes money when markets are flat. For instance, what we have now, 5-minute chart. Let's go to 15-minute chart and let's see how Bitcoin does look, and we see that Bitcoin is in the range from $70,000 to $77,000. In other words, when prices are falling, we are estimating they will go bound and go higher to that bracket between 70 and 77,000, and they would play in this range back and forth as they have done for quite a bit of days since at least early April. So if prices continue to work in this range, you will probably have made good money if you have a range trading strategy. To context, markets mostly use in range. So what we might have done is to simply go to these futures grid bots, and so what are the grid trading strategies? They are now shown within highest return on investment, but I am not fan of them because usually they are skewed the last couple of days and last couple of strategies. For instance, this strategy had made 10 times its money for last 30 days. It seems slightly too good to be true. So there is a bit better way, and to simply go for popular strategies, which means that we are looking at strategies which are followed by several traders. In these cases, this is almost 700 users are following this strategy, and 600, and yes, almost also 700 traders are following this strategy. So if we simply go and click to this strategy, we are seeing that this strategy makes money with this bracket, which is between 73,000 and 79,000. Just as I said, if prices are moving within this range, you are bound to make money, and they have like small up and downward trends. In this case, they are going long. This is a long strategy, which means if prices are slightly going higher, you are finding support line and you are buying up. If they are slightly going lower, you are buying up, and this moves within this range. There are several layers how they are going. You see all this web is simply levels where prices are going lower. Excuse me, let's go and zoom in, so we are seeing this. Here we are seeing this better. If you see that markets are going to this level, this level, this level, and whatever, you understand it, simply prices will go, more orders will be long, and you will be going to your initial position or initial resistance line. This is simply how it works. So this is a long grid strategy, and where we have some short strategies. This is short strategy. So effectively these are almost similar strategies. This is a long strategy, and that means if markets are going slightly lower, you will buy and hope that markets will go to previous level. And this is a short strategy, which is opposite, which means that if markets will go higher, we have 1 hour chart here, it will simply go here at short positions. For instance, if it goes here, we will short. If it goes here, we will short and go and close these positions. So we are playing with these support and resistance levels. And luckily for you, this strategy could be used across markets. This is identical here for S&P 500, excuse me, Ethereum. You could see that there is same grid strategy here. You see the idea is same. This is short strategy. That means if prices are going from 1,373 to 3,000, it will simply go higher and make short position. If it goes even higher, it will go with another short position, and you get an idea. So this is quite understandable, and it works for USDT, cryptos. USDC and USDT is the same thing. So cryptos denominated against dollars, again in individual stocks and in metals as well. So for instance, here we could actually open gold, and we could see that gold grid strategy works identical as we have Bitcoin. So that means if we are believing that markets will move in ranges, we could stack together strategy which works in Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, for instance in Tesla, in metals, in gold and silver and whatnot. And if we believe the markets will be in range trading strategies, our trick is to simply use this strategy and stack all together several strategies. But be aware, you are not going to invest all your money within one grid strategy, because that means you will ruin your capital. Because here's the problem of these strategies: it might work very well when markets are indeed moving within that $60,000 to $75,000 range, because if it moves back and so forth, you will probably make money. But if markets have huge trend upwards or downwards, let's open a slightly larger chart. You see that if it moves from $122,000 to $63,000, your grid strategy will be ruined. So you cannot simply invest in one strategy. For that, you need to have trend following strategy. As I have told you in other videos, trend following is strategy which makes money when markets have huge moves. So now we have quite a lot of indicators here, but in general it's very simple. For instance, here is moving average. This blue line in the middle, if prices are below moving average, you are going short. For instance, from $111 to $87,000 and from $89 to $66,000. So wonderful when prices are moving in trends. So for instance, now we could see moving average strategy, which is most popular. You see 200 people are following, 170 people are following this strategy, and this strategy, this is long strategy which simply makes money. When it makes money, it makes money when strategy is, when strategy is when short-term moving average crosses long-term moving average, and simply we have golden cross. For instance, here short-term moving average crosses long-term moving average, we are going long here and we are making money. This is our option here. This is only when markets are going along. This is the same strategy, and if markets are going short, we will make the same returns. Where we have this strategy, for instance, now this is a short strategy, this is a long strategy, and its idea is very simple. When markets are below moving average, it's going short. This probably is going both long and short in both directions, but there are strategies which are long only and short only, so you have to see which one we are using now, but the idea is the same. We see that lower moving average is below shorter moving average is below lower moving average. Here we are going short, markets crossed again, here we are going long, and so back and so forth. So these are moving average strategies, and actually they are working quite well. Also, you have to take these returns with a grain of salt, because, well, it might be 10 times return and 20 times return for some time, but it wouldn't happen for all the time. It will work for some days, and for some others it will blow off. So that means you have to have both long and short strategies, and you also have to trade across markets. You have to have strategies within Bitcoin, within Ethereum. You see all those strategies are principally the same. These are MACD strategies, but idea is always the same. When markets are above moving averages or crossing above moving averages, you are going long or you are going short if markets are going downwards. And that's it, that's all you have to know. You could calculate this strategy for yourself and create it for yourself. Many traders have done it with great success and basically trade that way, but if Bitget does it for you, why you should bother? The trick is to diversify properly. Here also we have metals, where you can use this strategy from metals as well. As you see that parameters are identical and returns are also pretty good. You could use it. Same with the stocks. You see we have all major stocks here. So have a bracket of 4 to 5 cryptocurrencies, couple of stocks, gold and probably silver. And you could actually use like 10 different bots between 10 different markets. Both of them are trading grid, and they are trading trend following strategies. And as we saw 2 weeks ago, it was working. We are seeing the same strategies now, they are working. So our idea is simply to look for diversification and check these strategies once more. So that's the simple idea. I wouldn't go to specific profit examples for specific traders because it will be slightly misleading. Because I'm always saying each trader invests in their own way. Some of them have slightly riskier approaches, some of them have slightly, I would say, conservative approaches, and in this way what I'm saying is that you have to find a way of your own. One might invest $100 by splitting 150 euros within grid trading strategy with Bitcoin and 50 euros between trend following strategy within S&P 500, and it works for him. Other have 20 bot strategies, and it has completely different risk profile and risk and reward performances, and so you cannot simply state that one is better than other. You have to simply see that their strategies are different, they have different characteristics, and they could be stacked together differently. But my point is simple. You could actually stick together these strategies. Last time we checked them 2 weeks ago, they were working. Now I'm looking at them, they are working fine as well. But the trick is to diversify between them and to understand that you have to work across them. Several cryptocurrencies, several stocks, several metals or other instruments, and then you have strategies for ranging markets and for trending markets. If you stack it all together, it might work. But of course, remember always, not all of these times, all of these strategies will work. That's why you have to think about downsides and your portfolio risks, and that's why you have to start small. Overall, allocate no more than 500 to 1,000 euros when you are testing in first few days, and if you see all is working and picking up, you might additionally add some other funds and to start to make real money. That's the way how to do it with crypto bots, and let's see in a couple of weeks how this will work out and whether there are new nuances, new returns and new money making opportunities. But for now, this stacked and diversified portfolio seems to work, and let's see how it looks in the future. So let's check out this briefly again, but remember, if you want to trade like this, get with Bitget, write me on Telegram, and I will show you how you could actually hook up these strategies on Bitget. All profit is yours, all percentages you see are all your profit. I don't have any influence over your funds. It's all up to you how you can trade, but actually I could help you to do this even better.